3D Rising is out in San Francisco, California, where we just watched St. Ignatius Prep take down San Ramon Valley by a score of 16-4. We're talking to St. Ignatius Prep head coach Chris Packard. Coach, congrats on this win. Just talk about what was going right, how you guys were able to get out, kind of get all over them in the first half and take it from there.
Yeah, I thought we dominated that face-off, so that was fun. I should first interrupt and say you're speaking with Chris Packard and Hardy Packard, future Wildcat here. I thought we at the face-off controlled the dot well, and then offensively we had some of the senior guys step it up. So Pat Brosnan early goal was really nice looking, and the ball movement was working for us. And then for a bit there, it got into a bit of a track meet, which plays right into our hands. So. We have an athletic bunch, and they were getting up and down, and just I think in transition we're pretty dangerous. So I do feel like a couple of shots from San Ramon that go the other way, and that's a whole different ball game coming out of halftime. So credit to them, they played really hard, battled through, but do feel like today sort of we were on our game. And
it seems like you guys get up for this one, right? This is a little bit of a rivalry here, and so obviously both teams are pretty fired up, and that had to have helped you a little, huh?
Yeah, well, Mac plays great in the net, and it's a rivalry game for sure. We've lost a couple times. We've had some heated battles over the year, so excited to get out with victory, and it's the first game of the year, so we really haven't been on the field a ton, and it's nice to sort of get up and down and see how we play. So experimental as much as it is an enjoyable competition.
Your team is always a respected team coming out of Northern California, one of the best in California, but last year you had a couple of losses, and so I know this year you've got your sights set on improving on the record from last year and just coming out, in a better position at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, this class, the senior class, 2017, we've had a couple of guys, 3 or 4 of them that have been on the team since freshman year, 3 of them, and they're hungry. And I thought they lost a couple times, and they really want to avenge that loss, and they've been working hard, and they're showing great leadership, and they're developing a real personality, and there's a good cast of characters there. Not just the sort of known guys are really stepping up and playing important roles for us. So I think their sights and their goals are set really high, and so we're trying to attain them by pushing them at every chance we get.
Talk about the development of this program and maybe some of the players and how that sort of is, maybe mirroring or representative of the growth and the improvement of the skill out here overall.
I think you see it when you go play schools you're not familiar with, that each school's got a handful of guys that can really play the game at a high level. We just happen to have a luxury of having lots of guys that can play the game at a high level. So it's a credit to the boys, really. They do the work in the off season. They're on club teams, and they're in the weight room, and they're really getting after it and watching film and trying to replicate the guys playing at the next level. That's their main goal outside of SI. So I just am lucky because it's a great school that's incredibly supportive of the program, and so the kids want to come here, and luckily I get to coach them.
Is there anything you saw in today's game that you know that you need to improve on, when you take on some teams that could give you some trouble later on in the schedule?
For sure. On the defensive side of the ball, just keeping things fundamentally sound, and then certainly in the clearing game, I thought we were pretty good in the first half, and then the second half we just got sloppy and tossed the ball all over the place. And I think a little bit of that is because we have some new guys playing new roles, and a little bit it's because we haven't been out there on a full field all that much. So we'll iron that out, we'll work on that, and hopefully we get better because we have a mountain of a hill to climb this season.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time, and congrats on this win.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go Cats.